What's going on, silencers, and welcome back to a quick Factorio update. I got a little carried away. Not too carried away, but a little carried away, so I figured I would give you a brief update as to where the megabase is and explain kind of what I want to get set up before the next stream. Like next full-blown official stream, and go from there. So this is going to be a quick one tonight because I need to get to bed, but I did want to let you know where we've been. So as I said in the last stream, I really wasn't feeling well. So I set up a couple of systems. I did some petroleum work and whatnot. And I just set up a bunch of boxes to collect shit. Hey, Riska, welcome. I'm doing much better than I was. I'm just exhausted right now, but I didn't want to leave off with the progress that I've made because I was gonna forget it by the time I get back next week. So, just a brief update. So, here's our character. Nothing to look at, nothing to see. However, I have been busy, as you can tell by the state of the base. Before I forget, let me jump in there. As I was saying, we've been busy. We've been doing a lot of things. I started working on this on the day that I wasn't feeling too good. And like I said, I set up a few systems, like on the petroleum. I had a ton of crates and stuff over on the side. And I was just stockpiling all kinds of stuff, electric motors and whatnot. And as it stands right now, I've got a considerable amount of things. I've actually gotten to the point where I installed some mods for stack sizes, so everything stacks to 500 now, because I was running out of inventory. And I did a lot of research. Basically everything in the blue tier that wasn't nuclear, I've done. But we're gonna jump into that too. The closest source of uranium I have is actually on the way to the large iron mine to the north. I was fucking around with the trains trying to figure out how they work, and yeah, I made this like really bullshit loop that comes around here, and there were some miners on. There was some miners on this, but the biters broke in, and yeah, they kind of demolished that. So I actually abandoned that outpost for right now. I filled in a lot of the space with very, very much feels whole, yeah. So I went and filled in pretty much everywhere we talked about with landfill. I got down to this iron node, and then I was like, you know what? I don't have a bus system to transport things like coal and what the hell was the second one? Oh, this one's for stone and stone bricks. Then we have iron plates, copper plates. This one's steel. This one's circuits, green circuits. Then red circuits are both of these. Then blue circuits. And what's this last one supposed to be? Blue circuits. Batteries, blue circuits and batteries, and then plastic, and then the pipelines aren't working yet. These ones, they're all too long. You see the alerts down here. I don't have any pumps set up on them or anything, but one of them is going to be lubricant, one of them is going to be sulfuric acid. Those are the list of the most useful elements or materials in Satisfactory. So that's what I'm doing with that. As it stands right now, I actually don't. Oh, shit. Train moved. So that's where our train station. Right there. Our train station is right here. It's being fed from our original iron setup. And then, like I said, this is our current iron setup. All electric smelters. I've been crafting like it's my job, and unfortunately, I've been handcrafting everything that I can. So at one point, I let the game run like all Monday night. Oh shit! You're not supposed to. My bad. You weren't. I don't have enough inventory space for that. That. Yeah, I don't think I can clean all this up right away. I have a lot of landfill. Yeah, you know me so well. I definitely was getting lost in the game. Okay, got all of the landfill out of that. Now let me grab it off of this line. And then grab that. And now they're running. Okay, and anyway, so the these are our just typical blueprints. Let's see. No, that one. There we go. So I figured like I said, I got some of the construction stuff. So I've got electric smelter input. Where'd it go? Electric smelter extension. So that turns it into 48. Then I've got my turret line set up. My miners with belts, which is scalable, so I can just basically slap this down all across a buildable area. Got my delete option. I have my original smelter input and extension. My straight bus, which allows me to, tile this. My bus corner, which I guess is kind of hard to see, allows me to go whatever corner I need to, and back to our electric smelter. So we're good there. As you can tell, I've been using a lot of belts. I've been using the bulk inserters. I have a couple of mods, one that adds a powered train. So the swap you. Load the train back up. Why don't you? You weren't supposed to unload the train. Thank you. And all of that goes in there. All that landfill. So this train, each train car can hold 30,000 units. And obviously the boxes can pretty much hold the same. I did that so that there was like a buffer system. And anyway, it's working really well. I can't remember exactly how much steel it makes. Nope, not wrong button. There we go. It processes 30 ore into 30 plates per second. And then we feed it up this belt, up through a couple with the undergrounds, and then we put it through a balancer system. So each balancer feeds up into basically a limitless loop. So that loop goes the whole way around the factory, and at any point I can build a setup that can pull from that loop and take what it needs very basically. So this train loop is obviously not going to stay here. I was just kind of using this depot as a proof of concept. So these boxes are filling up, blah, blah, blah. I eventually, what I really want to do is I want to use this area up here, right here, as I'm still not quite sure how to put down like a marker. I want to use this as like the munitions depot. So like everything that goes kaboom would be up here, close to the front lines. the front lines being more useful. I have no idea why I can see that one random little spot. Or like that one. It just randomly shows me like areas. See? I want to run. Yeah, kaboom, kaboom. Yes, Rico, kaboom. I want to use this for munitions so that there's always a supply to the turrets, because these turrets have basically kept everything off my walls. I haven't been touched by a biter in almost 2 solid days of playing. Like, none of them have gotten close. You know exactly. You know I got that. I love Madagascar. Matahuha? Not hoo-ha. Ascar. So I figured... Seriously, why does it do that? It bothers me because I think it's like enemy attack or something like that, even though they can't get close to me. I also swapped out all of the biters for zombies. So there's like all still the same enemy types, but they all look like zombies because it just, I don't know, feels better. But it's really disturbing when a horde of like 40 of them come running at you. That's disconcerting. Anyway, so what I wanted to do with this area is set up the train so that it comes out more like right on the end here and go straight up to where it can gather the iron. And we'll also set up the train line. So the train line is going to be double. There's going to be trains that it's right-hand drive because I live in America. I could do left-hand drive, but why change the jousting system that the American driving system is based on? England is based off of cavalry and horseback riding, and America is based off of jousting and horseback riding. That's why we drive on the right side of the road and England drives on the left side of the road. I don't know why we picked jousting, but whatever. Anyway, so we're going to do right-hand drive. So we're going to have the ability to run many dozens of trains in cross systems. So we'll also probably do something with the oil because we've got oil up here. So we can do tankers. Yeah, jousting is a little more stabby, but the whole reason that they drive on the left side of the road in England is because English officers, when they were mounted on horseback, they were right-handed. So in order to kill your opponent, when you drew your sword, your saber, you had to be to the left of them to swing with your right hand. So it's just weird because and then think about jousting. You're on the right side of the horse with the lance aimed with your right hand across your chest. That's the safest pattern to joust in. And then you ride, so you have to be on the right side of your opponent in order to kill them effectively while jousting, whereas you have to be on the left side of your opponent to kill them with the sword. So I find it funny that our method of driving vehicles in... Oh, no, I don't mean English police. I mean, like, military officers. Like, the English officers, everybody was right-handed. Like, that was something that was mandated at the time. Almost nobody was left-handed. And so in order for a right-handed officer to be able to kill effectively with a sword, they had to be to the left of their opponent. So, draw your sword and slice. Whereas jousting, you're the other way around. So, right hand and you're leaned across the horse, but you have to be on the left, or you have to be on the right. Sorry, have to be on the right to attack on the left. Other way around for English cavalry. So it's just one of those things that I picked up on. I picked up that tidbit and I did some research, and sure enough, it's fucking true. I just don't know why America stuck with jousting. I also don't know why jousting is the state sport for Maryland and nobody fucking jousts. Whatever. I have no idea The only thing I can think is that the turrets are killing enemies, and that's lowering the pollution for a second. And anyway, not important. I want to bring the train up this direction, straight through, past, whatever. We'll have a petroleum train that specifically picks up the oil. We'll have one for the uranium, because we need to get into nuclear. And then we'll have probably 1 or 2 iron trains doing this whole bit. But I'll have that train, for the most part, come up here. Oh, there we go. Zombies. Hey, they don't look terrible. Okay, they look horrible, but we're about to watch them get slaughtered. See, I think my turret coverage is just a little excessive, but I love it. Anyway, so yeah, bring the train up there, and then the ore setup that I have is scalable, and I'm going to do, so I've got 3 lines of steel plates. This bottom, or iron plates, this bottom one will scale, or will add on another whole section for steel. And got the blowy uppy cliffs dynamite, which is super useful. I also did the whole power armor, is that what it's called? Power armor, yeah. And so I've got a ton of batteries, ton of solar panels right now, and the personal roboport that launches 10 robots. Very useful. It's the only way I got the belts done, because once I laid out the blueprint for this, it took like 2 hours to do one of the short sides all by myself, because I would just run up and run down, run up and run down, and yeah, it didn't work out so well. As you can tell, we're pissing off the locals, so lots of zombie nests around, but I'm super excited for that. Really? How did I not notice that? I didn't realize we had oil up here. We're gonna have to do something about that, because anything is gonna be better than this system that I have. This is really, really, really bad. That's like the last little pond. Yeah, it might be Ohio. Anyway, and I also have this coal plant feeding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boiler setups, which give us something like it's only using 46-ish megawatts right now, so it's not even running at full capacity. Because each one of these produces 36 megawatts, but only if they're running. And they're currently not running. So, and each one of these rails, each one of these powered tracks is actually a capacitor. So they charge up, their accumulator, that's what they're called, accumulators. They charge up while the train isn't running, and then they discharge independently so that the electric train doesn't fuck with my entire system. But yeah, so I want to get, before the next episode, before the next stream, and obviously after I'm back home, after I'm back here from my hometown, I want to get all of the lines charged with the materials, at least the basic materials. So iron, copper, stone and stone bricks, steel. 1.21 gigawatts. Yeah, is that what it said? Yeah, 11.9 gigajoules is how much the accumulators have charged. and I currently have 1,187 of those units on the track. So those are cool. I want to get the basic materials on the belts. Maybe I'll even get, because I have access to green, red, and blue, but the blue requires sulfuric acid, so probably not going to do those yet. The plastic bars, those are easy. So before the next stream, I want these belts to be completely chock full. And that way we can just jump into building actual systems rather than watching me set up all of the little, bullshit systems like smeltery setups. Maybe I'll save the plastic, so plastic, petroleum, and sulfuric acid. I can save those for the stream. Batteries also require sulfuric acid, so probably save that. The blue will save. I'll get the green and the red up. Green, red. And the batteries also require sulfuric acid. So basically, anything that requires sulfuric acid or oil, I will fuck around with it, but I will not. I won't go above and beyond. What the hell is that, bud? Okay. I won't go above and beyond with preparing that stuff. I'll just get the basic stuff on the lines. And that way you guys can walk me through how it's actually supposed to be. But that is going to be the extent of this stream. I am exhausted. I need to do laundry and pack and all that stuff so that I can go on my trip tomorrow. But thank you for joining me, Riska. I'm glad you got power back from the other day. And if you have any ideas for specific things I could do with the factory, let me know on Discord. I will happily do whatever. I do want to get to the point where I have a mall set up with like a box of everything. Where every single component in the game is built automatically, at least at one assembler, if not more, depending on the need. So like the basic materials, plates and explosives and all that stuff, that's going to be on belts. But I want a place where there's always some fast inserters and long-handed fast inserters and bulk inserters and long-handed bulk inserters, and I don't really think I need to do many of the vehicles. Oh, and also I built the tank. I haven't done anything with it yet, but I built it. And that'll be a discussion for a later day. This is not going to go on its own, so go there. Yes, I got the tank. I done the tank. But yeah, I want a place where like all of the powered tracks are laid out, where we've got a constant flow of robots. Because right now I have like a little over 2,000 of them. The rest are in a depot on the north end of the complex. But I also have like, I think I have more roboports than that, but I just kept crafting them. Because I also wasn't quite sure how they worked, and so I fucked that up. But like concrete and power lines, especially the underground stuff, like I want all of that automated. I'd love to have one thing that's just constantly making steel furnaces, or not steel furnaces, the electric furnaces. Get these production modules set up, repair kits, obviously the sciences. Currently, I only have enough science to... Oh, well, I'm going to need electric furnaces for that. And I haven't even started any utility science because we haven't gotten the blue units yet. But we can get the flying robot frames and all that wonderful shit. I got the rocket launcher. I got the flamethrower. I haven't toyed around with the flamethrower yet. Lots of walls, gun turrets. We got laser turrets, which I've heard really, really suck. The gun turrets are way better. But I want to eventually automate everything at least once and set it up on a logistics network so that I can get the drones to start doing more work for it. And otherwise I will take care. Oh wait, I'm not so smart. Hold up. If I do, you give me that, and you filter that. There. Problem solved. I figured as far as the train stations go, we would basically, once I had 4 lines of like iron, I would do 4 lines of copper, 4 lines of, you know, whatever. And I don't think I really need to stress about fitting extra in here. Maybe I'll have this line feed into the steel setup over here or something. I don't know. I haven't decided, but I wanted to touch base with you guys before I'm so fucking tired. I can't even keep a thought straight. Anyway, that's it. That's the update. I want to get all the belts filled as far as I can before the next time I actually stream this. So thank you very much for watching and liking, and may the Arc Force be with you always.